Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. First off, I just want to say thanks to everybody that subscribes or just drops in and watches for a minute. We appreciate it, love the comments. It's what it makes it like worthwhile, I guess. So first off, well, that would be second off now, I guess. Gonna start nights. Not sure how I think about that, but doesn't matter because we got to do it. And tonight is the night I'm going to try to stay up late and get the old clock reset. Go to bed sometime tomorrow, and somewhere in between that, get up and do a mac and cheese Monday and go to work. So this video, I will try not to ramble too much. I'll try to just get some good footage and stay awake. If at any time you see me start to fall asleep and I got a sharp object in my hands, yell. Wake me up. Shouldn't be a problem. Dana's gonna go ahead and she's gonna be turning a bowl in the background, so you may hear some crazy noises, but that's just Dana. So yeah, without further ado, I thought what we'd do tonight, I got this little hatchet. It's which side's it on? Probably won't be able to see it. Probably not. Anyway, Super Bonko, made in Sweden. Pretty nice little axe. Pretty good shape. And we're going to start from how to remove the handle the way I do it. There's different ways to do it if you're going to try to salvage the handle, which, you know, this handle isn't in too bad a shape really. I could probably clean it up and reuse it, but I make handles, so we're going to put a new handle in it. Maybe not on this video, but we'll get there. Got another one in the back just for good measure. Oh yeah, there we go.
Might need your assistance.
What's that?
Does that look at all? Oh, hey.
Yep, you're on camera.
Okay.
That is a pine burl that Dana's going to turn into a bowl.
I can't decide if that's, because see, it looks like it needs to sit here.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but then it needs to come that way.
This is the hard part of turning natural bowls. You're not dealing with squares and flats, and you just gotta.
I'm gonna go with that right there.
Yep, you gotta do your best to eyeball it.
Help flip it over for me. You got it? Okay.
Sorry if we're off camera.
Thank you. Okay.
But she'll mount that faceplate and start working on the inside of the bowl. So we'll
Yeah, we'll be back.
we'll show you some stuff as she's progressing. Get back over here. Right on. Yep, there we go. That wasn't too bad. So, you know, this is the reason I'll just replace it. There's, you know, it's beat up, it's cracked. It's not had bad overstrikes, but a couple. Got some checking down here, crack, yeah. Decent little handle in its day. It's fine, I like it. So we're gonna start with this piece of hickory. And make a handle. So let's do this first. Where did I just, there it is. Jeez Louise. So here's the thing I do. I don't know if anybody else does it this way. Just got a random piece of cardboard. I think that probably had some kind of belt, you know, like a V-belt. Where's your tappy tap?
Right here.
So, one of the things that a ball peen hammer can be used for is like making gaskets, stuff like that. And this is how I learned to do that. Just gonna hold that over there. And just try to tap the edges of that eye. Volley. Now we've got a pattern to put on the top of our handle. I know it's not rocket surgery, but it's a thing that I brought from another profession, I guess you call it. So, well, you kind of have to eyeball that head on there and kind of decide where you think it's going to be. One thing I've noticed is you don't want to start out with the head too far back, because then it kind of makes your handle look wonky, and you lose this knob here at the bottom where your pole sets. So as you can see, I've got center mark scribed. I'm going to put this probably as far forward as I can on there. This is barely big enough. We don't really have a whole lot of room to mess with, so in this situation we'll just put her on there and center it on those lines. Grab the pencil. And trace, which is a good thing. I am not, oh, I moved it. I'm not an artist, so tracing is a good thing. I can draw a stick figure if you don't want to know if it's actually a person or a dog. Maybe it's a tree. What turkey slick. Yeah, wow, I got that guess you guys could see that. I always start up here. I work the head area. I basically have the head set before I start working on the contour of the body. I don't know if that's smart, but it's the way that works for me. I don't know if you notice a grain orientation. We got real lucky with that first block of hickory we bought. It's just almost as close to perfect as you can get. Usually at this point, let's start with a draw knife, but this is pretty small. We don't have to remove a lot of material. So we're going to start with spoke shave. And all I'm going to do is bring the contour into that scribed mark. You know what? We're going to start with the draw knife. The spoke shave, I've got it set just right for some fine stuff, and sometimes I have a hard time getting her set up just right. So we'll leave it. Production stuff in the way. Don't kid yourself. Anytime you spend sharpening a tool and getting it right is worth every second. I thought I was getting these pretty sharp until I watched the video Casterman put up. And I made that little jig on my little belt sander. And let me tell you what, huge difference. Now I could be pulling from down here, but I'm not going to. I like sneaking up on it because you can't put it back once you got it off of there. Okay, we're back. Had to do a little lighting and camera moving so you guys can see this here. Like I say, we don't want to take a whole lot off the back or the front because I got pretty scotch on the cut. Another little secret I'll give away. It's not a secret, it's just something that I'm finding out as I use a draw knife. We got the bevel. You know, the bevel going this way. I've seen a lot of guys cut with that bevel up. And to me that seems like using a chisel upside down. You got no control on your depth. So I use it, maybe I use it upside down, but I can control the amount of wood I'm taking off a lot easier this way. If you look at how that spoke shave's set up, that's basically what it's doing. The bevel's down, so you got that control. And man, a sharp tool is a joy to use. It really is. I'm really hoping I didn't get too scotch on that cut. That's gonna be tight. Probably just add a little extra wedge in there and fill up that point. When we get there. But you know, a lot of the handles I buy that are really nice handles, I end up doing that anyway because it just seems like not quite long enough sometimes. Yeah, we're still plenty. Straight down the center. Pretty good. Yeah, you can't see in there. But you can probably see that. See that mark that made? Not much on this side, a little more on that side, so now we know where we're at. So I got very little daylight showing through there now. We're pretty darn close. I think I'll turn you guys off. I'll get this guy worked down, and then we'll work on the body. See you in a bit. So we're back. I don't know what time it was when we left, but we're this far. I'm pretty slow at doing this. I'm just going to tell you. I get good results, but I am slow. We're getting there. Dana, I gotta show you this. Has gone just crazy with that thing. Look at that. That's gonna be a gorgeous bowl. Now back to the boring life of building a handle for a hatchet. It's all good. We're I did something I was gonna, so I rounded these edges here, so when I'm whacking on it with the mallet I don't split them out, because I have done that. I broke the palm swells right off a really nice Killinger handle I was hanging. I've been using the rasp a little bit on there. Back you up just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, what you've missed is a lot of the same stuff you were watching, and this a whole bunch of times. Now, some people don't like that. I do that. It gets me a mark, shows me where I need to take what off, you know, and I always check, make sure I'm still centered. But when I hit it like that, it for sure. Parker just ran into you. It's all right, but it goes down naturally. I can't force it on with my hand and make it a little crooked, because I think that's what it needs to do. It's gonna go where it's gonna go, and that's kind of why I do that. And I do it a lot, and it gets really boring, and that's why I haven't been making you guys watch it. It gets tedious, but it's all part of the process. See, we got marks in there. You can see them. shows us where we're going, so there's progress. It's like, yeah, 20 to 2, so we're still going.
And show my bowl.
I will let you guys go back to sleep. And yeah, I already showed him your bowl.
Oh.
Okay, just popping back in. We're to a critical juncture here. We've got the head sitting down. We got a little handle sticking out the top, enough to work with. And we're gonna cut the kerf. I figured we better get that on camera. So the way I start it is with a hacksaw because it's pretty fine toothed. Get a good start. And don't panic, this is gonna fray out on you. I haven't figured out how to make that not happen. Keep an eye on that line. Then I'll work one side down. Making sure that blade's staying up on the line. And I'll work that other side down to it. And back and forth. Seesaw action. Then I get this little Danny saw out. And open her up some more. Cool. We have kerf. Now that head's gonna go on there a little easier than it did before. Because we got a little room there. Look at that. Slips right on. This is why we don't work on this part yet, because we're, you know, gonna do a little damage down there, but we can take it out. Oop. So there we go. We're set. Look at that. Tight, tight. It's okay to go slow. We're not in production mode. We're in making it good mode, so. There. Now, whew, getting tired. 2:30. 2:30, we're still rolling. We're looking pretty good. I like the way it's turning out, so. Yeah, we'll keep going. I'll take a little break here and regroup, and we'll start curving the handle. Can you tell I'm getting tired? I can't talk. Curving, we're gonna curve the handle now, Ollie. Let's carve the handle. we'll just go old school from here on out. And really, basically what I'm doing is taking out what doesn't look like a hatchet handle now. And just making it look the way I want it to. We're going to put some waste in here. You know, we'll drop this down so that we get the little bulb up here. We'll try to keep it centered and try to keep from tearing it apart. Getting this just right sometimes is pretty tough. I may resort to the sander for that. That ain't old school, but I ain't afraid of it either, so. Man, I tell you what, I'm getting tired. 10 after 4. But it is starting to look like a handle. Still a little rough. We're getting there. That's all we can do is keep plodding along now. It's a little hard to figure out how to put it in the vise to get where you need to. There's probably a better way to do it. I just don't have it. Yeah, still awake? How much battery we got? No, probably more than I got in me. Yeah, starting to look like a handle. Gonna work this side some more. Pretty square over here still. I'm not very methodical on this part. I just work it and work an area and get it where I think it needs to be, kind of, and work some more and then tear big chunks out like that. Because, you know, that's progress. Yeah. Darn, that's a lot of work for a hatchet. 4:45. Battery's about dead. I'm about dead. The guitar's out of tune and I can't hear good enough to fix it. So I think it's bedtime. Maybe at least a nap. Thanks for hanging out. We'll finish this handle. It's another day. I don't know when. See y'all.